Did you know that the average person spends about 13 hours a week on unproductive tasks? That's over 600 hours a year wasted on things that don't add any real value to their lives. Are you someone who struggles with productivity? Do you often find yourself getting distracted or losing focus when you should be getting work done? Welcome to the club. In this video, we'll be discussing some gold productivity standards that you can implement in your daily routine to help you get more done and achieve your goals. So, let's get started. Have you ever had a work week that felt like a chaotic mess, with tasks piling up and deadlines approaching faster than you can keep track of? The secret to avoiding this kind of productivity nightmare lies in taking just 30 minutes every Sunday to plan out your upcoming week. This small investment of time will pay off in spades, allowing you to map out your schedule, prioritize your tasks, and make the most of every moment. Don't let another week slip by in disarray. Take the time to plan your week and watch your productivity soar. When it comes to completing a project, we often fall into the trap of procrastination and underestimating the time it takes to finish it. That's where Parkinson's law comes in. This law states that work will expand to fill the time allotted for its completion. By setting a shorter deadline for yourself, you'll be forced to focus and work more efficiently, ultimately achieving your goal faster than you would have thought possible. Challenge yourself to a shorter time frame and let Parkinson's law work in your favor. It's time to start making progress towards your goals. Multitasking may sound like a superpower, but did you know that it can actually decrease your productivity by 40%? Studies have shown that trying to juggle multiple tasks at once can lead to lower quality work, increased stress levels, and a longer time to complete each task. So, the next time you're tempted to multitask, remember that focusing on one task at a time can actually help you get more done in less time and with better quality. Say no to multitasking and yes to productivity. It's common to plan our to-do lists and schedules to ensure productivity, but oftentimes we overlook a crucial aspect: prioritization. It's not just about planning, but planning for the right things. How do we decide what's truly important and deserving of our focus and attention? This is where careful consideration and reflection come in. It's not just about completing tasks, but completing the right tasks that align with our goals and values. We must take the time to analyze and assess what's truly important, and prioritize accordingly. Imagine working tirelessly on a project for days, only to realize that it wasn't the right project to begin with. This is where prioritization comes into play. By prioritizing our focus, we can ensure that we are working on tasks that truly matter and will lead us towards success. Take a step back and analyze what truly deserves your attention and focus. Prioritize carefully and watch your productivity soar to new heights. Remember, it's not just about working hard, but working smart. When we are faced with a problem, it's natural to want to tackle it head-on and try to solve it as soon as possible. However, not all problems are created equal, and some are simply not worth the time and effort required to solve them. By focusing on the big problems that must be solved, we can break them down into smaller, manageable tasks that can be tackled one at a time. This approach not only helps us to conserve our energy and resources, but it also ensures that we are making progress on the issues that truly matter. By prioritizing the important problems, we are better able to allocate our time and attention to the tasks that will have the greatest impact on our productivity and overall success. Don't attack every single problem. Instead, focus your energy on the big problems that matter, and break them down into smaller, manageable tasks. When we focus too much on achieving perfection, we tend to become consumed with minor details and lose sight of the bigger picture. This can lead to procrastination and delay the release of our work, which ultimately hurts our productivity. By optimizing for shipping, we prioritize getting our work out into the world and making progress, even if it's not perfect. This allows us to gather feedback and make improvements along the way, ultimately leading to a better end product. So, don't let the pursuit of perfection hold you back from shipping your work and making progress towards your goals. Taking a break from work can be a powerful tool to increase productivity. Surprisingly, studies show that when we focus too hard on a particular task, we can become blind to the bigger picture. It's like standing too close to a tree and losing sight of the forest. By removing yourself from the situation and allowing your mind to rest and reset, you'll come back with a renewed perspective, ready to tackle the challenge at hand. So don't be afraid to step away and take a break when you feel yourself becoming stagnant. Your productivity and creativity will thank you for it. Starting with the hardest task of the day can be a daunting prospect, but it can lead to immense benefits. It requires you to push yourself beyond your comfort zone and to confront the most challenging problems head-on. This sets the tone for the rest of the day and gives you a sense of accomplishment that can fuel you to tackle the remaining tasks with renewed energy and focus. Furthermore, completing the hardest task first can reduce stress and anxiety, as it eliminates the worry of having to face it later in the day. Remember, procrastination only amplifies the difficulty of the task, so why not just get it out of the way first thing in the morning? By prioritizing your hardest task, you're taking control of your day and setting yourself up for success. Did you know that according to a study conducted by the American Psychological Association, around 20% of adults struggle with chronic procrastination? This means that a significant portion of the population has trouble following through with their plans and commitments. But sticking to your plan and doing what you said you would can be the ultimate hack to overcome procrastination and increase productivity. It builds discipline and self-accountability, which are essential qualities for success. When you consistently follow through on your commitments, you build trust with yourself and others, which can lead to more opportunities and better relationships. Don't let procrastination hold you back. Focus on doing what you said you would, and you'll be on your way to achieving your goals and improving your productivity. We are usually told to do the opposite, but there is a catch. Starting a project and telling people about your plans can be a powerful motivator to push forward. When we publicly announce our intentions, we are more likely to follow through with our commitments because we feel accountable to those around us. This accountability can increase our motivation to work hard and can lead to a greater likelihood of success. Furthermore, when we begin a project and then tell others about our plans, we already have some momentum and progress under our belt. This can make us feel more confident and committed to seeing the project through to completion. On the other hand, if we only talk about our plans without taking action, we may never start or follow through with the project. So, if you have a project or goal that you want to achieve, start working on it first and then tell others about your plans. This can help you build momentum and accountability, ultimately increasing your chances of success. Do you find yourself getting easily distracted by notifications and calls when trying to focus on work? The constant buzz of your phone can make it difficult to get into a state of deep work, hindering your productivity. That's where the airplane mode comes in. It's a simple yet powerful tool that can help you eliminate those distractions and get into a focused state. By turning on airplane mode, you're essentially telling your brain that it's time to switch off from the outside world and focus on the task at hand. It's a great way to train yourself to avoid the temptation of checking your phone every few minutes and instead concentrate on your work. And don't forget to add some classical music to the mix. Studies have shown that listening to classical music can have a positive impact on your concentration and creativity. Next time you need to buckle down and get some work done, remember to default to airplane mode and let the music transport you to a state of deep work. Have you ever found yourself saying yes to every request that comes your way, only to find yourself overwhelmed and struggling to complete everything on time? It's a common trap, but here's the thing: not every request is created equal. In fact, according to the Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule, 80% of the requests you receive can and should be rejected. You heard it correctly, 80%. By saying no to the majority of requests, you can free up time and energy to focus on the truly worthy tasks that make a real difference. So next time you're faced with a request, ask yourself, is this part of the vital 20%, or should I be saying no and protecting my time and resources for what really matters? It's a powerful mindset shift that can help you achieve more with less and become a master of your own productivity. Imagine you are an artist, and your productive day is the canvas. You have the power to choose what you put on that canvas, what colors you use, and what shapes you create. Will you paint a masterpiece or a mess? Visualize the masterpiece, the day where you achieve your goals, avoid distractions, and make progress towards your dreams. Use that vision as your inspiration and motivation to set yourself up for success every day. Building a not-to-do list might seem counterintuitive, but it's actually a powerful productivity tool. We all have tasks that keep rolling over from one to-do list to the next, and we tell ourselves we'll get to them eventually. But the truth is, those tasks are often not that important, and they're only serving to distract us from the things that really matter. By creating a not-to-do list, we can identify those tasks and consciously decide not to do them. This frees up our time and mental energy to focus on the tasks that truly matter and move us closer to our goals. Don't be afraid to let go of the things that aren't serving you, and make space for the things that are. Slack can be a powerful communication tool, but it should not be used as your task manager. When you constantly check Slack in real time, it can shift your focus away from your priorities and derail your schedule. Instead, set specific times to check and respond to messages, and use a separate task management system to keep track of your to-do list. By doing so, you can avoid the temptation of using Slack as a procrastination tool and stay focused on the important tasks at hand. Measuring your productivity is essential to achieving your goals. It allows you to track progress and adjust your efforts as needed. Without setting specific productivity goals, you risk getting lost in the busyness of everyday tasks and losing sight of what really matters. By challenging yourself to reach a specific productivity goal, you can push yourself to do your best work and achieve more than you thought possible. However, it's important to make sure the goal is challenging but also attainable. If you consistently reach 100% of your productivity goal, it's time to set a higher one. On the other hand, if you are never hitting your goal, it's time to re-evaluate and adjust accordingly. Remember, productivity is not about being busy, it's about being effective. Set clear productivity goals and measure your progress daily to ensure you are on track to achieving your desired outcomes. Repetitive tasks can be a major drain on our time and energy. We often find ourselves doing the same things over and over again, week after week, without realizing how much time we're actually wasting. This is where systemizing comes in. By setting up an automation tool for repetitive tasks, you can free up a significant amount of time that can be better spent on more valuable tasks. In fact, studies have shown that automation can save up to 6 hours per week, which adds up to 300 hours per year. Not only does systemizing your repetitive work save you time, it also reduces the risk of errors and increases consistency. It allows you to focus on tasks that require your unique skills and expertise, which ultimately leads to better outcomes and higher productivity. If you find yourself doing the same task every week, take some time to explore automation options. Invest in a tool that can help you streamline your processes and get back the time you need to focus on what matters most. Productivity is not just about working harder or longer hours. It's about working smarter, focusing on what matters, and making the most of our limited time. By implementing the tips we've shared, you can increase your productivity, achieve your goals, and create the life you want. Remember, productivity is not a one-time thing. It's a habit that you need to cultivate and nurture every day. It requires discipline, consistency, and a willingness to prioritize what's important. So, what are you waiting for? Start implementing these productivity hacks today, and see how much more you can achieve in less time. And don't forget to join the conversation in the comments, like, share and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Always remember, every day is a chance to be more productive than the last. Seize it, and make the most of it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.